Hello everyone, my name is Jaya and welcome to another mini mic'd up series. I am a professional dancer, a dance educator, and I'm also the founder of Jaya, a dance fair brand focused on inclusion and equity within a dance fair space. So I know that you have seen me in this outfit for the past 2 times. I'm only pre-recording because I'm actually about to go on a trip and celebrate my mother's birthday, Walter's birthday, and my brother's 5K all in the month of June. So when you're seeing this video, I'm pretty sure all their birthdays have passed. So happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Walt. Love you both so much. Also, if you haven't watched my other mic'd up series, I suggest you go look at those. And yeah, it'll give you more context on who I am and what I do and why any of this is relevant. Okay, so let's get into it. Today's topic is balancing motivation and peace. These two things I feel like can coexist, but it's a balancing act for sure. I'm a person that can get comfortable when I'm in my comfort zone, or I could get stagnant when I'm in my comfort zone. When I reach a point in my life that I am content with, I can be still. And so I try to make sure that I don't get too content where I am complacent. But at the same time, I also don't want to move on and not experience the peace and where I'm at and be grateful for where I'm at in life right now. I say all of this to say, in life, when you're on your journey throughout life, you have multiple stops in life where you're working hard to get to these stops. Like whether that be funding, right? For me, funding for Jaya. I am working so hard to get funding for Jaya, and when that moment happens, that's a stop for me, right? But in the journey of getting this funding and going through this funding, it can be really easy to get frustrated and impatient in the journey because you just want to get there so bad. You're like, I've been working so hard, I'm so tired, you put so many hours in, to get to this place, and you're just ready for it. You're like, I am just ready to be there, right? But if you continue life just doing that, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to enjoy life because you're always worried about the next stop that you have to go to. And you're going to have multiple stops in life, right? Like I said, I'm not going to say final destination because that sounds like you're dead, but you're going to have multiple stops in life where you're going to get to that point. No matter what, you're going to keep on working towards that point, whether you take one step at a time or 5 steps at a time, you're going to get to that point if you believe and you trust in that. That goes back to my other video. If you haven't watched it yet, trust in God. He will lead you through whatever you're going through, right? But if you're always worried about getting to that stop, instead of enjoying the journey, you're not going to have peace, right? Because in life, there's always going to be more. There's always going to be something that you can do better or something that can be done, no matter what. And I have a very good life, I would say. I live a very, very good life and I'm not complaining, but I do want more. And not in the sense of greed, but in the sense of I feel like I have a purpose in this world, on this planet, and I haven't served my purpose yet. So, in my opinion, I'm still on a journey to fulfill my purpose. And there's various stops while I'm fulfilling my purpose, but it's very easy to get frustrated and get, stagnant. And like I said earlier, for me, I'm a very comfort zone person. Once I get in my comfort zone, it's very easy for me to stay and it's hard for me to get out. I get complacent, I get content. I'm happy usually with the bare minimum sometimes of stuff. So I stay there, but I need the motivation to get out of it so I can continue on to my purpose, right? So that's where I'm saying the balance of motivation and peace. Like enjoying my ride as I'm going, right? Enjoying it, the peace of it, of learning day by day, taking step by step, finding the peace in that, but also be motivated to keep on going, keep on pushing forward to get to each and every stop. I think it's very hard sometimes to balance the two, especially for me in my entrepreneurship journey. I found it very hard, and I'm still to this day working on balancing the two. Like, okay, when is the days that I need to push myself to get out of this comfort zone, okay? But also one of the days that I just need to chill and be grateful for where I'm at. Balance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, sometimes it's like shifting a car. I don't drive stick shift. But I feel like it's like shifting a car, knowing when to shift the gear, to know, okay, this is when I'm coasting about to brake, and this is where I'm shifting to go full speed. Another plane. I burned out a couple of times while we moved to LA, when we moved to California. I burned out like maybe 2 times. Burned out to the point, and burnout to me is like I can't move. I get in the bed, I don't want to move, I don't want to do anything, and I'm not taking any steps. That's burnout for me. And I remember my dad telling me, I called him because like it's when it gets really, really bad, I have to call my dad to like talk to me. Walt is all of that. Like, he's very motivating in that for me, but sometimes I need another voice to say it so that I can receive it, and that sometimes is my dad. And so I called my dad, and my dad was like, Jaya, you need to power down to fuel up. Everything has a life. Everything has a battery to it. If you always press go, 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 you're going to burn out. It needs fuel. Fuel yourself so that you continue to move forward. And ever since he said that, you know, I feel like sometimes as entrepreneurs, you have a guilt trip of like, because you have freedom to do whatever you want, right? You have a guilt trip of not doing anything, like actually taking the day off, actually having a weekend, actually just being chill, right? All my other entrepreneurs, I know you can relate to that. It's hard to know when to stop, especially when you work 24/7. I may not have a 9 to 5 where I work 5 days out of the week, but being an entrepreneur, you work 24/7. And to know when you need those breaks sometimes gets hard because you have so many things to do. You create your own schedule. You create your own life. And as much as that sounds beautiful to some people, it can be very difficult in managing it. You have to be very self-disciplined to be an entrepreneur. You have to know where you're at, how you feel, and be in tune with all of these things. Yes, I may have a deadline, but am I mentally like capable of handling that right now? I don't know. I may be coming back from a vacation. Am I just going to sit and dwell in the vacation mindset, or do I have to get back up and get back to work? So that's what I'm saying. Finding the balance has been difficult for me, but I'm still in the process of doing it. And I just wanted to share this message with other people. Power down to fuel up. And once you're fueled up, go back to work. Finding that balance. Finding balance between peace and motivation. Understanding that they can coexist and they need to coexist. You can't just be motivated. When you see these Instagram pages that are just like, get up and motivate, blah, blah, blah. And it's always push. That's great. But also, like, enjoy life. Take a deep breath. Look at what's around you. Be grateful for what you have. And of course, be motivated to continue to push to get the things that you want and the things that you feel like you deserve and fulfill your purpose. But also, enjoy the journey. That's so hard sometimes. Especially when you have a lot to do. It's really hard sometimes just to sit down and be like, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm well. I can't complain. I'm fed. I'm housed. I'm blessed. Love where I'm at. Do I have places to be and more things to do? Yes. Yes, I do. But I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm blessed to be and being able to do what I love to do and to be where I'm at right now. Finding peace because it's needed, but also be motivated to continue on your journey. So that's my message today. Like my dad says, power down to fuel up, but then once you're up, keep moving. But don't forget to power down sometimes and take that time to yourself. Reflect. Embrace life. Find peace in where you're at. God's time is the best timing, and everything happens for a reason, and everything happens when they're supposed to happen. That's something I had to learn. No matter how much you push sometimes, if it's not meant to be at that time, it won't happen. Control the things you can control and let go of the things you can't. That's also another message. That's a whole other conversation. And if I hear one more daggone plane. Thank you guys for listening to my mini mic'd up series. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I hope that this video helped you in some sort of way and you could take away something from it. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys again on another mini mic'd up series. Bye.